Now turn to Part 2. Part 2. You will hear a man giving some people information about things to do in a seaside town. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 15. Now listen carefully to the information talk and answer questions 11 to 15.
Hello everyone, it's a lovely morning today and we're apparently going to get lots of sun later. Now here at the Seaview Hotel we are very close to the beach and given the weather I thought I'd just let you know what you can do there. If you leave the hotel from the back, take a left and follow the path down to the beach. You'll pass some mini golf on the way on the right. It's not that expensive. And if you've had enough of the beach, it's a really fun way to spend an hour. When you get to the beach, you'll see the pier straight in front of you. It stretches out into the sea and is a nice walk out. It only costs a few dollars to walk on the pier unless you want to go fishing, and then it costs a bit more. On the left of the pier, when you face the sea, there is, of course, the beach. You can lie down here and sunbathe. Swimming is very safe, but do check the large flags that the lifeguards put out. Lifeguards have their shed on the beach, here just next to the pier. A green flag means that swimming is safe, and this is usually what you'll see. Every now and then, though, you'll see an orange flag. Then you shouldn't swim, usually because of a strong current. You'll see the flags at the back of the beach, just behind the lifeguard shed and the paved path, which I'll tell you about now. So, at the back of the beach, there is a large paved path. You can walk up and down this path at any time, as cars are not allowed here. Cyclists are allowed, but not between the hours of 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. A bit further down the beach, on the left as you walk down the path, you can rent a chair to sit on if you don't like lying on a towel, mat, or on the sand. Now on the right of the pier as you face the sea is more beach, where you can lie down and relax. At the back of the beach and over the path just to the right of the pier is a nice restaurant. It serves all sorts of things, from fish and chips to sandwiches and ice cream. They have a terrace on the roof where you can eat if the weather's nice, or you can go inside if you've had enough sun or if the weather's bad. Further down the beach on the right, you can rent a kayak. This is great fun, and you can take one out for 2 hours and get away from the crowds. It's essential if you rent a kayak that you know how to swim, and they will ask you that if you want to rent one. Also, they won't rent a kayak to anyone under the age of 16.
You now have some time to look at questions 16 to 20. Now listen to the rest of the information talk and answer questions 16 to 20.
After you've had your nice day at the beach, you will have the evening to enjoy. If you fancy watching some live entertainment, there are 2 places you can go. Firstly, there is the Playhouse Theatre, which this evening is presenting Murder in the Library. This is a crime play that is sure to be a lot of fun. This begins at 7:30 and ends at 10. Secondly, if you prefer some music, there is the Summer Show House, that tonight has a battle of the bands for young people. This starts a little earlier at 7, goes on until 10:30. You'll be sure of getting a variety of different music from the young talent from the area. To find both of these places, go left out of the front of the hotel and walk down the road. You'll come to the Playhouse first. Then there's a garage, and the Summer Show House is just after that. If you still fancy some more time on or near the beach, there is a firework display being held at 10 o'clock at the end of the pier. You won't be allowed onto the pier at this time, so I think the best place to see it is on the beach with some friends. This can be very popular, so make sure you arrive in good time to get a good view. If there's no room, you can watch from the path or the areas behind the path. Some people have asked me about food, and there are plenty of restaurants and cafes all around the area near the hotel. A bonus for you is that there is a culinary festival this weekend. This takes place from around 6 in the town centre. There will be kiosks all around the square serving food and drinks from a variety of different cultures. Some of these will be fairly familiar, such as Chinese, Indian, French, Italian and Thai, but others will be less common. Examples will be Scandinavian, West African, Polynesian and Siberian, amongst others. This will all go on until around 12. Now, if it's raining and there is a storm forecast, everything will still be going on, but don't forget an umbrella. However, if the rain puts you off, there's a cinema about 5 minutes walk away from the hotel. Just turn right when you leave the hotel. Another option is the comedy club, though this starts a little later and is a bit further away, needing a taxi rather than a walk or a bus to get there. Doors open at 9 and it goes on until midnight. It costs $10 to go in.
That is the end of part 2. You will now have half a minute to check your answers.